all this to say, you're not alone. Everyone overthinks. I especially overthink, as I said in the beginning of the video. Like, for example, I'll give an example. I am a terrible texter. On WhatsApp or whatever it may be, Instagram. I'm a terrible texter. My boys will be talking about something very serious, and then I'll send a voice memo of me. I'm a terrible texter. I don't really I don't really take texting that seriously. It's not like I meet my boys every day, and that's why I take it not so seriously on text, because we meet each other in person all the time. We don't really, we all have our own lives, and then we just talk on text every day because that's how we're able to keep up our connection with each other. And I don't really do it all that well, and I overthink a lot. Am I being a bad friend? Am I not being emotionally intelligent, emotionally intelligent enough? Maybe I'm being a little too goofy goober, little of me. Maybe I need to be serious more. Or maybe it's all in my head. Maybe I'm just overthinking, and maybe I'm overthinking. It's hard to get the discrepancy right between overthinking and what's real. And the best way to get that discrepancy right from whenever you're overthinking and whenever you should probably make a change in your life, whatever that change may be, is journaling. I always give the same answers. It's meditation or journaling or something else, but it really changes your life. Well, I hate saying that, changing your life. It still feels very preachy. Feels very, like I'm forcing something on you. You don't have to journal. Maybe something else works for you. I'm just saying what works for me. And journaling helps me get the thoughts that are in my mind, write them down on paper, and try and really analyze and deep dive into what's real and what's fake. And it helps me process my thoughts. If I don't journal, I just be thinking about mad topics all day, every day, for weeks on end, just contemplating over the minute small things of a certain topic that don't really matter. Or I just dismiss some things and say, oh, I'm overthinking, when really there are important things that I have to address about myself. And journaling helps me with that. Maybe if you're struggling with overthinking and you want to take some action, take some steps in your life to further yourself and go down a positive trajectory, journaling will help you. And meditation will help because it helps you clear your mind and stops you overthinking, cuts it from the source, not sauce, source, cuts it from the source, cuts it from the roots. You're not really gonna overthink if you're not thinking, right? Yeah, that's my 2 cents on overthinking. I am also an overthinker, maybe like yourself. I'd like to think about big topics as well as about myself, but I also like to think about big topics. I just overthink all the time. Not, how people with ADHD, they like to overthink and they describe, the ping, 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 ping. Their mind just goes ping, 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 thought. Not like me. That's not really like me. I'm just more like kind of like a stupid philosopher. I'd say that's the best way to describe myself. And the beauty of overthinking is that everybody overthinks. Everybody. You walk down the street, you walk down university pathway, and you meet tons of people that are always nitpicking little details about themselves, little features about their physical appearance or the way that their body is shaped. Their shirt isn't ironed enough, their pants make their legs look too skinny. I have these thoughts about myself all the time, and so do other people. Maybe you have these same thoughts that I'm talking about and you can relate. Everyone has these same thoughts. They're picking at every characteristic flaw. They're not disciplined enough. They don't work hard enough. They were a little mean to their parents today, they weren't nice enough to their siblings yesterday. They need to have more empathy. Little things that everyone nitpicks about themselves. Everyone does it. It's the human way to nitpick at ourselves. It's how we survived back in the tribal days of our caveman ancestors. Picking at every flaw was probably how they survived. Learning what animals to fear, what animals not to fear. Very autistically analyzing everything. They're still cavemen. Not that smart, not that intellectual, but subconsciously maybe they'd have tons of little minute details that they observe that they don't really fully appreciate, but they still observe about themselves, about the tribe around them, and they course correct.